Well, hello everyone. How is it going? Let me get this fixed real quick. I gotta love how each individual game seems to have their own start point. That will never cease to amaze me. Anywho, alright, so welcome to Streaming Ray. My name is Ray, and tonight we're gonna be doing some roulettes. Just have a chill night of Final Fantasy because we have not had a Final Fantasy night in a little while. So we'll do some roulettes, and if we have some time left over, we'll hop on the story out and see if we can progress Reiko up a little bit, and maybe have some stuff to do a little bit later on that front. Let me get that minimized. And wow, it decided to go big on us. So let us fix Final Fantasy once again. And one of these days, I'm just going to get rid of the overlay for Final Fantasy Night. Uh, that'll work. We'll roll with that. Even though it won't be quite centered, but I think we can handle it. Let me that and cool. So all right, let's go ahead. Class change to our one and only Reaper. And Kerblam, we are off to the races. Put our headgear on because we've got to have our flowery flare to the death and destruction we're going to be raining. Alrighty. I'm trying to get some stuff set up for a little bit later. There is some amazing art I definitely want to incorporate in the overlays because, well, frankly, it's awesome art, and the artist did a freaking heckin' job on it, and they deserve a shout out. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and head over to my Twitter, twitter.com/KAGE63. And if you need a link for it, it's in the panels below. If not, there should be a link to it directly in the About Me for the one that Twitch provides. There should be one there, and if there's not, let me know in chat. And awesome. So my audio is not scuffed. Thank God. As I had to borrow my mic this week for something at work, and I don't like mixing my work hardware and my real hardware in the same vein, as it doesn't tend to have a good effect in my experience. That's not saying that people can't do it, it's just, I personally don't like doing it. Anywho, so without further ado, now we got an excellent view, and we're gonna showcase this emote. As you might have seen in some of my screenshots. And it is freaking amazing that we now have a tea and coffee emote. Even though it says tea, I'm going to make a custom one that says coffee. Because we're a coffee channel. And coffee is superior. That's not saying tea is bad. I love tea. But just coffee's better. Drink more coffee. Anywho. Alrighty, get a good view here for our serenely wait. And alrighty, so expert is up first, and we'll do main scenario as a monk for once. I am so used to running that as healer, but we have maxed out healer, or not healer, but maxed out scholar, which in turn maxed out summoner. And we will be finishing that particular story for the side quest for magical casting here before long. Because, well, I want to see how that ends and get the extra side quest from Tataru. I really want to know how the real quest end. But actually, since we are doing that, let's take a look at where we left off on that. It's going to be a high level quest, like level 85. I guess maybe I did not pick that up, so we are going to take a quick trip over to Ishgard. And while we're waiting on Q, that seems like a fantastic use of our time. And then once we pick it up from Ishgard, we'll carry on with it. Ah, but ooh, that's a cutie. Anywho, while we are hunting heist, full stomach. Nope, that's not what we're trying to do. Nope, that's not what we're trying to do. Do you believe our quest was? Let's see if I change to summoner. Uh, really, mending fences, the firebird down below. No, but it's not what we are looking for. Okay, let's head to the cathedral. I think that's where our quest is going to be. Internet, the cathedral. Alright, let's go at least get preset for this. I think the quest is up here. Is that it? No, that's not it. Oh boy. But even though I really do like that gear looks very sagely. Even though it's not sage, but you know what I mean. It looks very proper for a high level magical caster. And that looks pretty awesome. Anywho, okay, so maybe I'm just missing where this quest is at. No, we're not going there. Yeah, let's head back to the Aetherite Plaza. Maybe it's just there and I missed it. Full stomach, happy heart. Definitely not the quest we are going for. Not a levy. It's not a fronting heist. Oh. Ooh, freaking heckin' cuties popping up tonight. Oof. Um, maybe we're supposed to be back in Shalian? Let's head back to Shalian and see what we can find there. Because this has got to be nearby. I mean, they wouldn't have it in the game if we could not otherwise complete it, you know? And I know for a fact I have not finished this quest lines. Because last time I played them was the last time I played Final Fantasy on stream. Ooh, I like those boots. Anywho, secret box. Nope, nope. Build the studio, bookworms, 20 for love. No, 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 no. I want to look that up. Anywho. Ooh, that's a cute bunny. Those are all players. Wow. They're all just really cute. I love it. Anywho, that's not where we're looking, so where would we look for those quests? We'll figure it out after we're done with Expert Roulette. But still, last time we streamed, that's where we got this little guy. I freaking love this bird. Somebody come up with a good name for it though. And oh, crikey! I just realized I left my coffee out of arm's reach. Let me fix that real quick. One momento. Alrighty, folks, we are back, and alrighty, let's. I may have to fire up the browser and sacrifice some performance to figure that out because it is now bugging me. I'm not going to use my work phone because that's persona non grata at this point. Oh, it is sunset in Charlian. Such a beautiful place, and I just noticed there is no encoder overload. Maybe I've put that problem to bed. Ooh, baby. Or the lag is still a thing, but I think for the most part, I have actually put the encoder overload to bed. As it has not popped up in a pretty good while. I'm very excited about that. And wow, the model did not keep up with that. Alrighty, let's go! Yeah! Alrighty, nailed it. Awesome. No. Here we go once again. God, this music is freaking amazing. I'm just glad I finally saw that stupid encoder overloads. That has been plaguing me for so long. If you want to attack me, guess what? You're gonna have a death circle on you. Ah! Boy, they really don't like me. Means I'm doing my job as a DPS. It feels good to be back in Final Fantasy, even with all the controversy going on with Final Fantasy right now, I'm just glad to play the game itself. Is regardless of what the drama is, like the game itself genuinely is still fun to me. The really or probably should invest more time into playing Bard again because Bard with the musical performance I think would be a hit on stream. Gotcha. Let's go. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, that's what my dog's doing. Here's a noise like ding 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 ding, ding, and I. All right, cool. Ooh, now that speed boostio. Oh, thank you, Dancer. I all right, one. Mm-hmm. I have airborne freedom fighter and a landborne freedom fighter. Let's go. Freedom. Oh yeah, that multi-hit on that dot. Woo! Oh my god, how did I not get hit during that one part? And I definitely don't need those. So I got 590 here on both of those sets. And now goes the Elysium Fields. So who's ready to get blinded? I know I'm not, but I got no choice. And this and this is why I love the range classes with that speed boost. But for a second there, all of a sudden the chat or in game that one of the people is eating a healthy snack. I'm like, why would you emote that in the middle of a dungeon? But it was just me seeing things. Whoa, what was that? That was gnarly. Alright, another successful death circle. Or, excuse me, whirl of death. Alrighty, and I still got my Harvest Moon. Maybe it's a good idea to use it. Sweet. Oh, well, wow, I guess they didn't want to stick around. Oh, well, now we are maxed out on tombstones, which means we need to spend them. Now the question is, what are we going to spend them on? Now we got to think. Now we got to think. Hmm. Okay, let's look at classes that we don't normally play a whole bunch. And what our item levels are on those, because, well, the radiant gear is pretty freaking sweet. So, okay, first let's look at the class we normally or alternate to in Bard. It's in full classical Sagittarius with materia, so I really don't want to mess with it too much. And besides, it's already glammed out and looks pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. Because, well, it's Bard gear. It always looks awesome, right? But anywho, let's look at well, we just finished or getting that or picked out. So the next class I would normally play is let's see, let's look at Samurai. Samurai is in a lot of 570 gear. With a little bit of 590, 600 from, so that seems like a logical upgrade to me. Let's go ahead and trick out what we need here, and go ahead and get that. Oh, Sage. Let's look at Sage to see what we got there. We're starting to get into 590 here. So I'd say we go ahead and start getting 590 or for Sage. So what do you think? Think I should go for tank instead? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys, because I think tank is pretty well going to be set up by the new raid. So better go to Radzethan. And as soon as we get there, I need to take a quick break because I think I drank a little too much H2O before stream. And it's definitely catching up. Not a bad thing, just, the things we gotta deal with, it's this hallway. Yeah, this hallway. Alright, and we will camp out right here and be back in just a couple minutes. Alrighty, we are back and ready to rock. Okay, so since we're not augmenting yet, so terms of astronomy, discipline of magical, and since we are Sage, let's see, we do not have the head, the gloves, or the pants. Okay, I do not care for the headpiece. Sorry, the headpiece is no bueno. Alrighty, and update this. Alrighty, and that is way more scholarly. Oh yeah, that's definitely a scholarly look. I like that. I like that a lot. Anywho, um, alrighty, and let's. That is literally the best gear I have for Summoner at the moment, so we will roll with it. Oh, with the exception of the 575 gear, that. Oh, that's the dungeon it came out of. Okay, okay, okay. I kind of like that look. It kind of has a rustic look to it. You know, kind of a weird rustic look, but still a rustic look. So, but anywho, uh, Monk is our next objective. But first, we're gonna offload some inventory because I get the feeling we don't need to keep a bunch of this stuff. Ready and okay, inventory. Search for item. Let's see who has it. Kaze Usagi has the most. But first, we're gonna take a. Savage Might 10. Okay, so first we're gonna take them off of Makoto. And trust or withdraw items. 3, 4, and 5. So Savage Might Materia 10. We will go ahead and stack these and create a little inventory space while we're at it. And are there quick armateria 9 in here? Quick tongue. There's quick armateria 9. Okay, so alright, we'll stack that. I think I saw in the same position here, so entrust or withdrawal. Oh, excuse me. Set Heaven's Eye or Savage Might 10. Trust a retainer. Cool. Alright, so that has now been officially entrusted. Now let's clean out some armory space. There's probably plenty of stuff in here we just simply do not need. This level. Yeah, that's level 80, so we can entrust that to retainer. Even though that is really awesome stuff, we objectively do not need it. Alright, so sort this out. Ooh, that's an awesome hat. But I do not need it at the moment. Do not need that at the moment. Definitely do not need that. The rest of that I'll leave there for the time being. Yep, we are leave. No, we're leaving that there because we might need it. We are gonna get rid of that. Uh, yeah, since we are done reaping for the moment, we're gonna definitely put those away. It gives us a little breathing room there. Ooh. Sort that out. We do not need that, and we do not need that. Yeah, we do not need a level 60 here. We're definitely trusting those with the retainer because we don't need those. Definitely don't need healing gear. Okay, that gives us some breathing room. Sort. Sorry, I could not see past my camera for that. Embarrassing as that is. Need that for machinist. Damn it. Um. What? Black mage. Damn it. Some of the stuff I can't get rid of yet. Son of a. I think we're stuck on that for a little bit. We can get rid of those though. Because level 90 of both classes already has better gear available, so leveling still need. Dang it. But hey, it gives us some breathing room, even if my retainer probably hates me more at this point. But that'll be okay. I'd rather the retainer help or hate me than run out of inventory room. Anywho, alrighty, so next up, unfortunately, we will not be getting bonuses running DPS. That's so rare to happen, I'm not even trying for it at this point. Um, but this is the last classes I have level 70, so. Ooh, that's a bun boy. Dang, I could have swore that was a bun, or a bun lady, not a bun guy. Alright, so. Alrighty, we have spent our tomes as we definitely needed to, so let's pick one and but you know what? I think I'd rather instead of leveling just because I just don't really feel like leveling an alt job right now and showing you the same old boring content. Let's go through the story on my alts. So give me just a minute to change characters and I will be right back. Alrighty, I actually get to show off just chatting for a little bit. This is actually kind of a surprise. We're waiting to get in queue, so I figured I'd go ahead and showcase this a little bit because it's not something I often get to do. Um, Actually, just saw something I really do want to fix because I don't like that X just floating there on the side of the cabinet. But yeah, this is going to be my new just chatting space. We're gonna decide that later because. All right, so we are ready to go here. So where is desktop? Alrighty, sweet. Where we left off, I believe we had just got our ability to actually get on our chocobo here. I'm pretty sure all my stuff is still screwed up because I am so far out of whack on this character. Um, oh, oh, we have a delivery? What the? Um, yeah, it has been a hot minute since I've been on this character, so let's go check the mail first. Because apparently we have mail, and there's one right here. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy. Ah, the Leo or the Leon Heart attire, brooding, angst optional. um, we're just gonna say thank you and put that in. Put that in its thing, and we are going to continue as a angry botanist who's learning to fight. Rolfie Hawthorne has a gift wrapped free or wrapped. Rolfie Hawthorne has gift wrapped your offerings in preparation for your journey into the Sylphs or Dimensi. Now let's see what he has to say. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root and well good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god's awful stench. Thank you. We will deliver it with care. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek rivals even the breath of the morbol. That put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to. Yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. But may your parley be a fruitful one, friend. Do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. We just may take you up on that. And before I forget, don't go trap seeing or off just yet. Almia here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. I think we can do that. Alrighty. So we speak. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komuxia. He has served as intermediary between our peoples many an occasion, and the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that murderous fruit the sylphs so adore. More, I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder seed seer herself. To summarize, the letter contains, in brief, vouches for the integrity of her envoy, that would be you, and the restates the Gridania desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Okay, let us be off. Alrighty, now where we gotta go? It has been a very long time since I did this stuff. We're not going to Old Gridania. Oh, Little Solace. God, I am so used to flying on my main. Walkie ones may think this one's home is small, but one has biggest home of all. The forest itself is this one's home. What does one think of that? That's one way to look at it, I guess. Why is the stream itself lagging? Huh. Nope, at least it's not drop frames in the other issue we normally have. Walking one is not familiar to this one. One does not trust strange walking one. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. You're gonna make a Reaper dance, huh? This one would welcome the walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is busy, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. God, that is so difficult to narrate. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Here you go. Walking one brings milk. Milk one fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Many, many thanks. So tell us what we need to know, please. Time is of the essence. Walking one carries message to Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Our two best friends, Ida, Papalimo. Or should be Lise, but is not Lise. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania. We're here to treat with your people. Hi, we come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became dancing one, and brought no recruit, but walking one not trick this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Reiko here is an oath of peace penned by Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? Come on, Papa Lima, you're making it worse. This one's reasons are no business of walking ones. The Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Reiko's jig insufficiently jiggy? God! You're like, you're not helping, Ida. I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Come on, Papa Lima. Okie dokie. By virtue of the crystals trade, the Sylphs maintain friendly terms with most every race in Eorzea. Alas, the appearance of Ramu has been a storm cloud over relations. If peace is to be secured, we must reopen dialogue with the Sylphs before they have a chance to summon their god again. Okay, dance diplomacy. Oh my god. Like, Ida has a notion of how one might earn the Sylph's trust. Well, let's see what she's got. Say, Reiko, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've read hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow. There goes those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. In other words, it's up to the adventurer. Yay, me. Oh, I need to fix that. Okie dokie. I guess we're on to dance to everybody. Oh, that was just someone going live on Twitch. Okay. And yeah, we're not going to talk to each of them since I just kind of want to get past this portion. Oh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Well, that's one down. Too many to go. Amixia, let us dance for you. Dance, 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 revolution, dance, 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 dance. Walking would be a friend of these ones. This one's overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One cannot weave in the same way. Um, okay, I don't really need to know how to weave that badly. I'm just a refugee from, that escaped the bowels. That what does Walking One want with this one? Elton one not to get too friendly with Walking Ones. Okay. And will you dance with Walking One? Or you walk with Dancing One? Ah, Walking One is friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City who knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Yay, we have danced our way into their hearts. Woo! Okay. Reiko, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? I have thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Conveniently convenient. I'm calling you out. Papalima has a notion of how you might endear yourself to the Sylphs of Little Solace. Reiko, as an adventurer, you're a stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace or Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? In other words, I have to do the work. That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with the hero or Emidia of the Gردanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy to the Sylphs' troubles. Alrighty, we'll see what's going on here. And praise be to the elements, I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer. But with a truly gentle heart, the Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Okay, what seems to be the trouble, miss? Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Ziz or Gorlins and Galnaths that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details and what such feral beasts prowling what such blah, 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 I cannot talk. And what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Komuxio, or he is slow to warm to outsiders, but with your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own expertise speaks to this. Okay, so alrighty now. Alrighty, and one down. What are we supposed to get here? Ah, there it is. Okay. It's so weird actually playing through this part of the game with high graphics for once. Boring. The boring weevil. A boring weevil. Uh, oh, right, I need to bind those to my shift, so I actually have that as shift. Ah. System. Considering that's a mouse setting, or that's a keyboard setting. UI. I'm lost and confused here. How do I do that? Keybinds. Right. Oh, okay, so hotbar. Aha, okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, cool. Now that I have that minor inconvenience worked out. There we go. Problem solved. Now we can reap and sow all day long. Alrighty. The dancing one's still here? Dancing one can dance all day. One's trust is not so easily earned. But what if I bring presents? Dancing one brings brownie bushes for this one? This one can die or die thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing one kills bitey buzzy one? This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind, too kind. Many walking one come to these ones abode, but if you are friendly like dancing one, perhaps this one was wrong not to trust dancing one after all. Whoo, they trust us. Come on, Comuxio, let's do something here. Comuxio of Little Solace would entrust you with a task. Like this one asked dancing one for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But dancing one is not like other waking ones. This one can trust dancing one. This one would ask dancing one for help. Strange walking ones or with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire, and you would be right. That when where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs the Dancing One to help the one know more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking Ones. Yes, the Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking Ones in Hut House to find out more. Oh god, this is so difficult to narrate. Oh my god, is it difficult? This one has bad feeling. This one fears Steel Ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. My god, that is so freaking difficult to speak. Coffee. Coffee. The strange steel walking ones. Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Ooh, no, that is not treasure they're going after. We know this. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to them down there. Okay, my god, I only have 918,000 gil on this character. Broke. I'm legitimately broke. Wow. I have a lot of gold pieces, or elegant pieces I should probably sell off from the class boosts on this character. But I don't want to spend them. I kind of want to keep those in reserve for when I need it. Maybe one day I'll be raiding on this character, who knows? Um, Victor. Yeah, fearsome types clad in head to toe in steel. You say Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. You think? Alrighty, let's talk to Monet here. Hey, Monet. Man clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious lives of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. An assumption is where things break down. This is most definitely going to be my go-to mount for a while. Which one? It's been a while since I've done this quest. I would, if you will, but let's be honest, point belong to the Sylphs. Unlike the gentle souls of Little Solace, the vicious woodland sprites out there will slaughter any outsider that dares cross their borders. You're free to travel where you please, but know that none will come to your rescue should you stride birthday into the jaws of danger. I think I'm higher level than you, or Montaner, but thank you. Nathaxio. Shush, this one says, steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. We need to see the steel ones. This one's happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? That you indeed have a pest problem. The steel, the one this one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go or walking deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow or Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones. Yes. So they're in the forest, you say? Say we root them out. Really? You're gonna try and gank me? Get out of here. I'm a Reaper. I mean, so close to golly dogs. Could be a clothy and tailor. We do not need a tailor yet. We are already tattered robes. Dancing one is back. This one breathes sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing one found something? Oh yes, we found something. A big something. Here. Dancing one found paper inside of box. This is message from Empire. This one can read walking on symbols. Message paper and names of food and rocks. Food and rocks are inside boxes, this one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do steel walking ones know how to find them? There is sneaky one hiding this one's wings? Snoopy one selling secrets to steal walking ones? This one fears for this one's home, but Dancy one has helped one much today. Dancy one must promise to always be friend to these ones. I do believe we can oblige. So, Kabuxio, let's talk. Kabuxio's pining for a wayward friend. Ah. Helpful one arrives at good time. This one needs helpful one's help. For one of these names, Eclaxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Oh god, this is so difficult for me to narrate. This is painful. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of Beastly One. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Claxio. Yogingi desu ka? What? Pokemon wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is wary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on walking ones for everything. No better than those ones that summoned the primal one. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this likely a place to build a home. But then meddling one arrives, forces one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling one is forbidden from following this one. Away with meddling one. Why do you have to be difficult? Why must you be difficult? Why must you be difficult? Colt. Capriccio, he's being difficult. Let Claxio refuse to return to these ones? Went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful one must hurry. Try to find Claxio. Helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead to helpful one to Claxio, but hurry. Hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. All this in the name of science. 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 Alright, let's go. Alrighty, let's go! Yeah! Give us level freaking 26, which means I'm probably going to demolish it having level 70 gear. Meddling one is back. This one told Meddling one to be gone. Tell Komuxio that this one will never go back. Never! And this one's about to knock annoying one's block off. But the touch ones should go away too. This is one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Biogarica, these Sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalcha tempered by Ifrit, these Sylphs exist only to serve their deity. Don't let answer the words of these steel. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Right. Alrighty, let's rock and roll. Alrighty, so this should not take long at all. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of some of the stuff I found on the 13th. Are we going to go back to the 13th here? I think we are. Not right now, but eventually. Milk Root Morbol. Get out of here. Ah. Now, Plaxio? Who would have saved? This one was so scared. Plaxio, this one has been more worried. So very worried. Is Plaxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Kabuxio and Medallion as well? Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. The Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Kamuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting or who these ones are. The touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. The meddling or helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Kabuxio and friendly ones. Excellent. I'm glad you're seeing reason, Claxio. Because you're about to get pwned. Well, that should see that to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. And I agree. Alrighty. Let us get over to Little Solace. I gotta go back and complete those logs. Crap. Give me a Kabuxio. What do they got? This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful ones save Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is gone. Adam, she. Kabuxio would make a confession to you. This one must ask Wine One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes, but this one cannot. Oh, my melt speed is upped. Nice. Yeah, this one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. This Elder One went into forest yesterday, but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Your kind one will help find the Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of walking one named Buskaran. Buskaran may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buskaran, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buskaran for this one? And Kind One come from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One, please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help, and please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Alrighty. We will return to Gridania, our new home. Or rather, in this world, our old home that we were kind of spirited away from when we had to become a refugee to get away from the Guardians. And that's why we're in tattered robes. Yeah, the day catching up to me a little bit here. Private second class, reporting for duty. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? The Elder One's gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharp-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask that you call upon Reiko Mokol at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the wood whalers are needed on the search front. Up no longer. Orsal Hilu will have you begin your training in earnest. Listen well, Private Tsukino. The Order of the Twin Adder does not just welcome glory seekers or willy-nilly into our ranks. You stand here today because we believe in your potential. We believe that you will go forth as a serpent and help restore order to a world gone mad. Yet potential alone will not carry you far. Indeed, the road to glory is littered with the bodies of would-be heroines who lack the determination and diligence to hone their innate talents. Give me just a minute. Alrighty, we are back. So, where were we? Oh yeah. Uh, but you will not suffer the same fate. I am certain of it. It is with such high hopes for your future that I would send you to begin the next phase of your training. The venue shall be the Wolves' Den, a proving ground established by the Eorzean Alliance to prepare Grand Company recruits for the battles that lie ahead. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lenosha. The ferry at Morabi docks in Lower Lenosha will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Orkia Loeston. I have already taken the liberty of submitting your letter of recommendation on your behalf. Excellent. We'll deal with that later. We have other things to attend to. Like going to Bent Branch Meadows. God, I cannot say that. Ah, there we are. Again, Mokol. Yep. Message from Commander Hilu, you say. The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Carry Mill, and we're going to be back up here, going into the central towards the north part of the central shroud in a quest or two, I'm sure. Oh, right. Hello. Oh, right. Yida and Papalima, why are they out here? Also known to avoid the South Shroud. What could have compelled the are known to avoid the South Shroud. What could have compelled the Sylph Elder to come here? But the question of motive must wait. Finding him is our foremost priority. With things relatively calm and over in Little Solace, we focus our search and effort on this area. Buscarin is a good friend of ours, and there's no place like his for the latest gossip in the South Shroud. Another round. The Garen Alehouse proprietor. Well met, adventurer. We have a finest grog grub the cider. Eh? Here to fill your belly, then? Not quite. Ah, hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of us lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. Information would be helpful, good sir. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Two were short of painting one red and painting one red and another one blue. Most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you had the time, maybe you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across the Sylph yourself. He's got a point. May as well stay here and see what's coming up, right? Scaring could use an adventurer to douse a fight brewing in his establishment. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscarin in return? Right, then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. It tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all day and night, and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish. But as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. That's a reasonable stance to take, I think. Anywhere but others out of the full spit teeth before you form a second word. What are you staring at? You want to keep the miles in your face? No, but I do want you to chill. Oof, no fetus deets, that was cold. What do you mean no fighting? This Duskwhite scum was. Oh. Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin. For now. Thanks for stepping in there, friend. Now that I can handle myself against a bleeding milksop like that bloke. That's what it calls the trouble for Biscaran, you know? Trying to mop up blood, bits of teeth, and the like. Nicely done, Reiko. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see the bloke who caught the brunt of the outburst as a Duskwhite Ellison, there are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. I will agree with them on that. There should be at least one place for anyone willing to pay coin and drink its or willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? Well, what am I going to do with a chicken egg? Yeah, I'm not quite a culinarian yet. That's coming though. The eponymous proprietor of Boscaran Druthers has need of an able adventurer. Oh my god, all this stuff is just. Yeah, we're taking elegant silver piece. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask. There's a Kieran friend of mine, you see, Tetirun, a good lad. He was right after the calamity, or that I came across him falling in the shroud, and he nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health the best I could. He worked here at my druthers for a spell. After that, they got to talk about striking out his own. He did, not long after he cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lanosha. Well, it just so happens I got to clean up around here and came across something of his scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have forgotten it when he left. So I'd like to see that it gets to him. I can't say for sure where he ended up, but it might be a friend of mine can. Or a Rogan or a fellow named Bazing or Bainsing. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limbs of the Mint, so he knows everything of the comings and goings of the merchants. So now we're off to see the Limsons, the wonderful Limsons in Lanosha. Okay, that was bad. I admit it. Yeah. It has been a while since I powered through AAR. Much less for story on stream. Holy cow. Yeah, there's more what I expected. Just took that many to load in. It feels good to actually see people. Oh, I forgot. I really need to turn off the freaking the nameplates. You know, get a more authentic experience. You know, was I really am a stranger in these lands? So may as well act the part, right? Hey, Basing, how's it going? You found your way to Alker's Alley, friend. McKieran that worked at the Druthers? Yeah, you speak a Titian. Related to that, Kyokyo room bloke over there. Or, by some blood or another. Two of them put together are making a good coin, but old Tete Rune up not the lips not long ago. Couldn't say as to where or why. You're better off asking Kyokyo Rune himself. He can be tight-lipped, though I warn you, best to take this chicken egg with you. Little bastard loves to like things. Heck, we're gonna hear about old Busklo. Sounds though he changed a bit. Just like an ascendant adventurer along. You shall become his own self. Got him streaking with that fool. Come here, Kyokyo Rune. That's talk turkey. Or rather, shall I say, talk chicken. Customer be welcome. My customer? Not come with custom? Kyokyo Rune busy with business. Too busy for blather. But are you too busy with chicken egg? Chicken egg, Kyokyo Rune. Love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Tete Rune? Tete Rune no here, no more. Tete Rune leave him, so Tete Rune go look for sparklies. Now working a trading post. Good trading post. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Tete Rune. Weinberg no trading post. Weinberg no fairy dogs. You go see fairy dogs. Kyokyo Rune forget things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyokyo Rune. Okay, so we go down to the fishing docks. Seems reasonable. That was weird. It just lagged out. Huh. There we go. Oh, right. Titurin? I've seen him. That's to say, I saw him. He was headed up somewhere up north, by the way of ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd stop asking on foot. He's an old hand who knows a great deal about great many things. Alright, let's go to Aleport. Let's head out. Yeah. Ah. See, am I attuned to Aleport? This is my first time I get him attuned here. Yeah, take the in. I saw him. As I say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. He was looking for a place run by fellow Kieran. I reckon he meant the one right on around the shore of Bronze Lake, maybe a trading post. If I follow the road, and you're sure to find it. Now we have not been to Upper Lenosia yet. Okay, so we got to go the old-fashioned route, proverbially on foot. So let's go. Mapping the realm, Upper Lenosia. Here. Customer be welcome, not customer? Not come with customer? Bring something for Tetiran? Did you forget this? Forget a druthers? Tetiran swore would never forget earring. But never forgot. Tetiran think. Good Buskaroon. Doing good? Good Buskaroon. Good to Tetiran. Tetiran miss good Buskaroon. Teteru has places to go and things for you to do. A good Buskaroon helped Teteru. Teteru did without good Buskaroon. Must give thank yous. Many, many thank yous. Teteru make cure and fire water for Buskaroon. Buskaroon love fire water. You helped Teteru make fire water. Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need curl up whiskers. Need 3 good curl up whiskers. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Let's get these things for the sky. And then, after we complete a quest or 2 more, we'll find somebody to raid. And up we go. I'm pretty sure this is where we're supposed to go. It has been a hot minute. Ow. And sweet, we have a Whiscash. Whiscash. Cash wish. Whiscash. Cash wish. Wish wish. Alright, Teteru. Let's give you your stuffies so we can get out of here. Here we go. Here you go, Teteru. Teteru make firewater from Mascara, and you bring thingies Teteru need. Yep, those pubs aren't going to be doing anything more. All thingies. Teteru make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Buskaroon. Teteru will start making firewater now. Go firewater take time. More time, more good. Come back later. And we're back. Teteru make firewater. Good firewater. You take the Buskaroon. Good firewater, good Buskaroon. Ah, but Teteru was Buskaroon is happy. Teteru get Buskaroon thank yous. Many, many thank yous. You tell Buskaroon. Teteru make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Make many, many sparklies. All thanks to good Buskaroon. I'll take your word for it. But one thing I do want to do first. Alright, let's head back to Carry Mill and turn this in, and then we are going to find somebody to pass the torch off to. Because I think that's a pretty good stopping point. Yeah, I don't know. As loath as I am to even consider it, it's something I might want to think about. And that's actually getting a story skip at least up until Heaven's Word. Because, well, AR is a bit of a slog, and I'm remembering why, but I kind of want to go through it with the updates, or to see how that, or see overall how well it feels. And it's, story-wise, it is still pretty much the same, but the later on stuff is where things were really improved, I think. So maybe if I can just push on through and get to the good points, then this won't be so bad. But it is pretty good to go back through the story again and see it from a different context. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Teteru's belongings to him. What? This for me? Aye, he wanted you to have the stuff. Say why? Kieran's firewater, so he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Or that old... oh, bloody hells. There's cutting onions back there. He says to shelve it for a year, does he? That sounds about right. Hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and a body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. Let's see you come back then, friend. We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. Except by then, I'll be a fugitive. Alrighty, we got about 10 till, and we actually started about, or a few minutes early, so it balances out. If Buskern had his druthers, he'd have an adventure with whom to share the talk of the Sylphs. That was weird while you were away. The Sylphs were seen in the wood, but we've always our new lands of their own. No, this was a place near to here, a place we never known itself to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far, more like the missing Sylphs elder among them. I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. And if I remember right, if I recall right, it takes us up to the dungeon. So we're gonna start from over here and work our way back. Because frankly, I don't feel like doing another circle if I ain't got to, and I know for a fact it's gonna lead me back over there. Alright, so first thing, we mount up. And really? Really? Gonna try that again? What up there, Giselle? The old bloody bard bloke. There's their destination. And all quiet here. Just the way a Reaper likes it. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet the way I like it. And all quiet. And what's it looking like? That it? That's the only Guardian dog here? Are you kidding me? I'm kind of glad I listened to my instincts, so I went to the far end first and come back. So there was was there all to be found in the woods? What did you come to? Guardians? In this part of the Twelveswood? First Sylphs, now Guardians. And all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might Guardians be following the Sylphs? Track them or giving them chase mayhap? But no, not this far into the forest. The whale spies fires are everywhere. The Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they, unless someone guided them through? The one who knew where the spires were stand, or the whalers stand watch, a Gridanian traitor. Nope, not a Gridanian trader. Nope, if they're a trader, I'm gonna kill them. And that is a good jumping off point, so let's find someone to raid. And while we're doing that, I'm going to throw it over to just chatting. Because I kind of like that. I kind of like the scene here. I mean, it's a pretty nice scene, isn't it? Listen, I want to change that one part though, so. But I'll do that after we find somebody to raid. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the view. Because, it's a pretty awesome view. Alright. I'm pretty sure my usual go-to raid is on, but if there's somebody else on, because hey, we're definitely gonna go with Red tonight because she's playing Shovel Knight. So, alrighty. Alrighty, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to host mode. So with that, I shall see you all tomorrow night. I want to say I have Metroid Dread on the schedule. I honestly forgot off the top of my head. Thankfully, I make schedules and it's posted on my Twitter. So I'll be able to go and reference it and not be a complete tool and forget what I have posted. But with that, I shall see you all tomorrow night and hope to see you there. Good night, guys.